Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 15 Minutes with Firechicken. I am, of course, Firechicken, so this is 15 minutes with me. 15-ish. It's probably going to be more than 15 minutes, to be honest. I just don't feel like doing a full-on kicking it with chicken. However, I do plan on doing some kicking it with chickens in the future. But it might actually be more of like a scrap talk, if you guys remember that or not. Bring on celebrity guests, have co-hosts, all that stuff. The motherfucking chef, what is going on? So we got some stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the event from last weekend. This last weekend. Really quick, happy Memorial Day. Shout out to all the military vets and enlisted military personnel and Psalm K, what's going on? And let's talk about the event from last weekend. So first off, it was a fantastic event. I couldn't really ask for anything better. We had a troll come out to the scrapyard. You guys may or may not be familiar with him, but he does like prank videos, and his name is Zach Cray. You can look him up on YouTube, give him a follow. He's going to be putting out a video probably tomorrow or the next day about the scrapyard. So I basically let this guy come out, and we talked about some things that we were going to do ahead of time, but nobody out there knew he was coming out. So some people were a little upset with him, but you know what? It was genuine reactions. So not much, bro. Just editing dinner. Oh, eating dinner. Tapping in with 15 minutes Firechicken. Nice. So I mean, give him a follow. He was actually really great. Prank guys don't really get a lot of respect. I don't think, because of the stuff that they do, but he's actually one of the more respectful ones. But he's pretty funny. Like, I went and, of course, checked his content out ahead of time, and I was obviously okay with him coming out and doing his thing out here. So it was just something different. It's not something we're going to do all the time, or necessarily ever again, but it was a fun experience for him for sure. Maybe for the people out there, I don't know, but it will definitely get a new audience kind of looking at us too. So, well, let's some of the fights that happened. So I had about 30 fights, and some of the notable people, and hey, don't be mad if I forget to mention you, because I literally just wrote these names down right before I went on here. But we had Short Temper, Buddy V, the Rim Reaper, Obi, Black Panther, Flex, and Golden Hands came back and fought. Golden Hands, and that was a crazy fight. If you're not familiar with Golden Hands, maybe you're a newer viewer of the Scrapyard. He's actually one of the OGs. He was fighting back. I think he came back like in our second or third event, and he was our first 155-pound title holder. So Golden Hands fought the Rim Reaper, and shout out to Rim Reaper. I mean, he knew that Golden Hands had some more experience than him, but Rim Reaper's got some solid technique and some real power. So you're just gonna have to watch that fight and see what happens. AK, yes, sir. Chris Elliott. There we go. If you want to watch the fight now, you can go to millions.co. It's on there. It's a pay-per-view. And check that out. Let's see what else. Speaking of belts, I didn't write this down, but I'm just gonna. It was something I was talking about today. We're gonna make the belts out here. Zolification, what's up? We're gonna make the belts out here a little bit more special than they used to be. Meaning we're gonna be really strict on who gets title fights, as far as the criteria, matches that you've. I can't talk right now, Zach. Sorry. The criteria that has to be followed. in order to get it. Let me see what this guy wants really quick. Basically, it's just going to be a little bit harder to earn title fights. I want him to be super special, so he's blowing me up. I hope I didn't say anything I wasn't supposed to. Hold on a second, guys. I know he's calling me. He's calling me. Okay, we're good. Let me see what he's responding. Okay, so anyway, title fights, they're just going to be a little bit more special. That's kind of the end of that. So the event, again, super great. 30 fights. Just some real bangers. Okay. Shout out really quick to my team that came out. You know, we had 3 nurses out this time. We had Dennis, Bree, and Tess all helped out. Shout out to my security, Mel J and Thomas. They came out and helped out with security. Shout out to my referees, Coach P and Viking Warrior came out and refed. And I guess Zach Cray a little bit. Thanks to my referees, my judges, LB3, matchmaking, flex, my commentators, Melvin, aka Mr. June from Fight Team 206, and Pony Boy. I'm thinking here. The food vendors, the sponsors, everybody. Okay. Thank you all. So the next, this is really the reason that is 3-2 a valid record? Yes, it is. It's not always like, yeah. Just the short answer to that is it is a valid record. Yes, you have to be 18 to fight. Okay, July 26th. This is really what I want to talk about here because this is the big event coming up. This is the monumental, and I got some stuff I want to drop right now. So for one, whether or not you care, the fighters will. The fighters will care, but I'm dropping some new HKA gloves with some crazy designs on them. So for that event, you're going to see some really nice looking gloves, brand new from our sponsor. Next up, we're going to be doing some giveaways at the event, meaning I'm going to give away a couple pairs or a few pairs of gloves, some shirts, maybe some hats, maybe a flag that says Street Beef Scrapyard on it. There's going to be limited fights. We had 40 fights for the anniversary last year, and it was honestly too much. I'm going to have a professional camera guy out here filming this event. We are shooting a pilot for this July event. Shooting a pilot. Big thing. I'm not going to give any more details about it. We are going to have a full-on security team with check-ins and everything. It's going to be super exclusive, meaning I'm gonna make the fights as high quality as possible in the sense that I want fighters that have been fighting or that have fought in the past that are bigger names, title holders. You know, I don't want any 0-0 people fighting unless it's a special match like a female fight. So this event, guys and gals, is going to be reserved for the veterans of the scrapyard, the OGs, the ones that have been putting all the work in. If you're going to come out and help, you need to have a specific job. Now, a little bit more here. we're going to have, so for one, I've got three big names coming from the OG branch. I've got three big names coming from the OG branch, and two of which are going to fight. I'm not ready to give their names out yet, but they're big names. They're really big names. I've got a light heavyweight title fight that we just planned today, which I'm going to wait to tell you who that one's going to be. I made a female matchup today. I'm going to wait to tell you who that is. But one thing I will tell you right now is that we have a top 10 ranked UFC fighter coming out to help referee. I'm not going to say who it is. And I don't want people coming out here just because of that. It's not a reason to all of a sudden want to come back to the scrapyard. This, like I said, is going to be reserved for people that have been, loyal, that have been here, that love what we do, that are part of it, and quite frankly, kind of need to be either invited or it has to be okayed with me if they're coming out here. Because this is just the first thing that I'm dropping. You guys, there's so much more to come with the anniversary and what's going to be on that actual event. I just don't want to give anything away. Like, I feel like I want to reveal it, but I don't feel like right now is the right time to reveal this stuff. So even though the celebrity guest that I spoke of, the top 10 ranked UFC fighter, he has 100% confirmed, his manager confirmed also. So that's and he will probably referee some of the more notable fights, some of the bigger fights out here. And when you guys find out who it is, if you watch modern UFC, you'll know exactly who it is. Dude's got one of the craziest knockouts you have ever seen in your entire life. And you may guess who it is. You may already know who it is. You might be in the comments right now and you're like, I know who it is. I want to say, I don't want you to say though, because I told you guys, like, if you're in our group chat, not public information. We don't want anybody in our group chat spilling the stuff to everybody else. I need 100% chef. Like, once I start making matchups, I want to have almost all my matchups pre-made going into the anniversary event. So just make sure that if you know you can do it, let me know, and we'll make up some matches beforehand. Oh yeah, you're invited. No, when I mean like people that I'm trying to keep, like, the O&O people out of this event. Not that I don't want them at events. That's dumb. I do want them at the events. I just don't want them to occupy like a large portion of this event, because this event is supposed to be set for, the bigger names and the people that we've had at the scrapyard before. So, what's up? I'm on live. So yeah, we're setting this one up for the bigger names. And I'm not sure on everybody yet, so not sure what I want the criteria to be, but all of it, I should say. So that's pretty much. Let's see, what do we got for time? Wow, we hit it like perfect. 15 minutes Firechicken, and you got your 15 minutes. I will be doing a podcast in the next few days with Naughty Nate from Columbia River Jiu-Jitsu, and a couple fighters that are coming from the East Coast to fight in the scrapyard in July. So that'll be a reveal in itself. So look out for that. I'm going to see if I can get the footage or at least stream it partially on our platform too. we can figure that out. It might be it might be on Millions, or it might be, if it's on Millions, it'll be free on Millions. That's another thing too. If you go to millions.co, there are free streams and that kind of stuff on there. So, alrighty, guys, that's all I got for you. And thanks for hanging out for 15 minutes with me. If you got any questions, just DM me. You can get a hold of me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. So, peace out, everybody.